How we doing? How we doing? Okay, so wait, listen. Happy Friday night, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Can we hear? Here's the thing. I feel like every time I've done a YouTube live, I've done it well, we've done it the same. I've done it differently. I've been on the computer, and the phone, and now I'm just trying to do the phone. So, if you're here, do a little hi in the chat because I'm going to see where the hell I'm supposed to see anything. Talk about a Zennial trying to figure out technology. That's this. All right, how we doing? Why? I feel like it's not letting me, hold on. I'm gonna be really annoyed if I can't see your chats. Can we hear me? Is anybody there? Are we on? Hello, hello, hello. No, good, yes, whatever. Oh, Miss B, bless you, thank you. Okay, we're good. We got the chat going. I'm assuming we can hear me. Lila Chavez, how we doing? Okay, so I'm jumping in. Can I tell you, thank you, darling. I keep my promises. I planned this. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Miss B. I said this on Tuesday on Instagram, right? That I was going to do one, which it's so overdue, it doesn't matter. Courtney, thank you. I forgot I was getting my COVID booster and flu shot this afternoon, which as of now, I feel okay, but I feel like I'm starting to feel a little sluggish. So if I start to, anyway, just ignore me. Just ignore me. All right, so we're gonna just chat. So if you have any skincare questions, any fragrance questions, any product layering questions, and I'm gonna let you choose certain parts of my routine. So I'm gonna cleanse, and then I'm gonna show you what we have to choose from. And the magic of this is anything, for the most part, I'm gonna guide it a bit, but that you pick is going to work together. All Jordan Samuel skin products, face, neck, eye, but I'm gonna let you choose, okay? So we're gonna get a little participatory. Okay, so my skin's actually feeling okay. I was actually in a really good spot with my skin, and then I tried a peel I used to use on clients all the time and would use on myself once in a while. It's a professional peel. It's a superficial peel. It's not medium depth. It's not super deep. I tried it again for the first time in a while, like a month ago, and had good results. My skin was a little irritated. Then I did it. I went on a trip to Mexico. I did it when I came back, and it was about maybe 2 weeks from the first time I'd used it, which is about, if my skin was in a really strong, really good place, would have been good, but it quickly showed me it was not there. However, we're sort of back on track, but we are going in with after show treatment cleanser for sensitive skin. A few reasons I'm doing this. I am sitting here on the couch. It's just easier, dry hands, dry face, removing it with a cloth. It's much easier. 2, we are getting into that time of year for my skin where this becomes morning, noon, and night cleanser. I use it as a first cleanse to remove SPF, any concealer, any tinted moisturizer. Use it as a second cleanse because I get really dry, really surface dry, and really sensitive. And then I use it in the morning because either I'll just splash with water, or if I do want to do a cleanse, I want to do something extremely gently. So we go in with after show sensitive. So I have a little dollop of that. We're doing dry hands, dry face. How we doing? How's everybody's Friday night going? I really totally forgot that I booked my COVID and flu shot this afternoon. I purposely did it at a certain time though, because for the past few years, I don't think I've ever reacted to a flu shot, and I had never reacted to a COVID shot, but then last year, had both together for the second time, or maybe even the third time, and reacted in a total gentle way, but we had plans, and I was sitting at the table soaking wet, sweating. And it was a 12-hour, maybe 24-hour thing, and then I was fine. So I did both of them together again today. We'll see what happens. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Aftershow Sensitive, this is our, just to put it very straightforward, of our cleansers, our Aftershow cleanser is our oil-based cleanser. It is gel to oil to milk, but it is our first oil-based cleanse. This, with dry hands, dry face, is what is going to melt down your SPF. If you have long wear, heavy makeup, foundation, mascara, etc., etc., it is going to remove it all. It gives a great light slip, but you still get that great grip, so it's great for massage. It is fragrance-free, it is essential oil-free, active-free. It's olive, jojoba, and grapeseed oils in this base with an ingredient called sucrose laurate, which thickens the oil and creates this beautiful gel texture. It also what helps it. It's also what helps it to emulsify. It has calendula and green tea and chamomile and aloe and glycerin. So soothing ingredients. It just feels so damn good on the skin. This is something, for the most part, that I would say almost everybody but an actively breaking out skin would benefit from. It's going to melt down your makeup, your SPF, your dirt, oil, grime without stripping or dehydrating the skin. I'm now going to remove it with one of our skincare cloths, which is a microfiber cloth, which I'm sure I've talked about this before, but it's essentially like a magnet, because dirt, oil, and grime are full of negatively charged ions, and the little microfibers in these cloths are positively charged. So while it's not a magnet in a sense, it gives that feeling. And what's great is you have this cleanser melting everything down. It doesn't have a ton of surfactants in there to strip and dehydrate. But then you have this cloth. It lifts up the formula. The formula itself has broken down your SPF and your makeup. So then you're lifting it all off and your skin is left feeling super clean, but not one tiny bit of stripped, dehydrated, overdone, etc. These cloths are gentle as well. They don't scrub and tug and pull. It feels good. And so I'm sensitive in general, but I'm somebody that, if I was doing this with a normal cloth, you would see a lot of pink and a lot of red in my skin. So now I put the cleanser on, massaged a ton, and used the cloth, and I'm somebody that would show a ton of pink and red in my skin, and it's not coming up because we don't need to scratch and scrub. I mean, it really does. I'm always amazed at it. It just feels so good. There's not one. It feels so good. It feels so good. The skin is cleaned. It's not stripped. It's not dehydrated. Done. Great. We're done. Good night. Just kidding. They're so good, right, Ashley? They're so soft. So I have a dry one, which I will show you if you've not seen. So I don't want to say the size on them is odd, but I was very particular with the size because I feel like sometimes they're just a teeny bit too small. And then sometimes I feel like they're too big. And how can they be too big? But they can, because I feel like then sometimes they're running down your arm, and if they're wet, so I was really particular with the size, and it equates to something like 13 and some inches. It's bigger than 12 inches, smaller than 14 inches, but it is a good size. It is great for the face, removal of everything. They are so soft. They come in a 2-pack on our site. Currently with purchase of full-size cleanser or full-size mask, you get a free 2-pack. Anyway, okay, so now here's the fun part. Here we go. The fun part. So I have 5 things here, okay? We're not using all 5. We could use 3. If we wanted to get crazy, we could use 3. So what I have here is I have Hydrate Facial Serum. antioxidant treatment emulsion, matinee gel moisturizer, the performance cream, and moisture recovery cream. I specifically did not do mist and did not do eye for tonight for 2 reasons. My skin, mist is amazing, and I could use mist with some of this, but I knew that I actually needed more. It's been a week, it's been a month already. I mean, it's September 20th. Like, anyway, I digress. The fact that the month is almost gone and I feel like it just started is wild to me. But my skin's feeling it needs more. So yes, I could have done mist with X, Y, and Z. However, I feel like if we wanted to go wild and do 3 of these, great. The other reason too is if we did 2 or 3 of these, I'm gonna bring them around the eye itself. I tend to use the eye gel more during the day, less during the night, and do more of these products around my eye area. So we're gonna concentrate on these. All of them can be layered. There's no contraindications. You can layer performance cream underneath moisture recovery cream. You can use both moisturizers together. If you're drier, think of performance cream like a creamier peptide serum. So, with that being said, obviously the first thing, I'm gonna lay it out like this. There's gonna be some rules. There's gonna be some guidance. See, Ashley's already on it. She knows what's up. So, moisture recovery cream is not gonna go first. And with everything here, if we're using this, it's going last. Separately, no. I feel like this is the only other one because everything else could be. This cannot go last. It could go last. Please don't do that to me. I don't want to do that. So this is not going to go. If this goes first, nothing else is going on. Again, could something else go on? Yes. This is going to go last if we're using it. This is not going to go last if we're using it. Are we clear? We're good? Okay. Also, my God, where are my glasses? I took off my glasses. Now I can't see. Need that gel moisturizer, the best hydrating layer I've ever used. Courtney, right? It's so good. I'm telling you, I feel like performance cream and matinee gel moisturizer are going to have a big moment this fall because we're going to talk a lot about, and sort of the reason I'm doing it too now, is layering steps. While they are moisturizers, they can be unbelievable layering steps for combination dry, combination sensitive, etc. What is not going last is Hydrate Facial Serum. Sorry, thank you, Kathy, clarifying. So moisture recovery cream, like I said, if this is going first, if we're deciding this is going first, nothing else is going on. Could something else go on? Yes, but like, I wouldn't want that for you, and I don't want it for me. Hydrate Facial Serum is not going last. So we're not gonna put a bunch of everything else on and then finish with Hydrate Facial Serum. Those are the only rules I'm given. Everything else we can. So I see that, where is it? Ashley, you said serum first. Are you talking Hydrate Facial Serum or antioxidant treatment emulsion? Exactly, my skin is the healthiest coming out of hot California summer it's ever been because of the gel moisturizer. I love it so much, thank you. Okay, so what are we thinking? Ashley, do you mean Hydrate Facial Serum or antioxidant treatment emulsion? Hydrate, done. So now, because I've actually let my skin dry, I would usually use this on a slightly damp skin. It's not terrible to use it on a dry skin, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do, for the sake of sitting here and things probably drying as we talk through this, is I'm going to do 2 layers. So first layer, face, neck, and eye, keeping it slightly damp, and then going in with a little bit more. I'm doing 2 pumps for each layer. This is not necessary if you were at home. I mean, it's great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's great hydration layering for the skin. It's just that I'm doing this more for the sake of, I'm gonna be sitting and chatting for a bit. And luckily the air in New York is still not dry, so I don't have to worry about this necessarily drying my skin out. All right. I sort of forgot the biggest part of the puzzle. Not puzzle, which is to tell you how my skin is right now. So my skin is for the deciding of what we're gonna use. Skin's actually in a fairly good shape. I always, if my skin is perfectly balanced, I am combination dry, or I'm almost pretty much a perfect combination skin. I can get oily through the T-zone, I can get slightly congested, but like it takes a lot, drier through the cheeks, but also sensitive and reactive. And I'm pretty much there. We're in New York. New York is really starting to see fall weather. Humidity's okay. Temperature today and yesterday was warm. Starting tomorrow gets a little bit cooler. It's a little bit cooler in the mornings. So layering has become a big thing. So that's where we are. So having Hydrate Facial Serum as the first step was perfect. What are we going in with next? So now, if we're gonna layer, we can go in with one of these three things: antioxidant treatment emulsion, matinee gel moisturizer, or performance cream. Or if we're calling it good and the night's over, we're going in with moisture recovery cream. I see at AOX, bless you, Miss B. So far, this is exactly what I would be doing. Oh my God, this bottle is out. Okay, so this is almost a full pump. It's a little less of a full pump. Oh my God, it's really out. I have one in the door. Okay, so that is a sad full pump, but we're gonna get it to the important places. I'm not gonna give it a ton to my beard. So far, what I'm doing is exactly what I would have done without guidance. So thank you, loving that. I would have done a one cleanse with aftershow like I did. Removing, I didn't have a ton of SPF on, so the amount of aftershow I used, massaging it in, removing it with the skincare cloth, that gives enough oomph to, if I just wanted to do one cleanse, we're good. The layers of hydrate and now antioxidant. I would have used this much more antioxidant. I would have truly used the full pump. This is now sadly gone, but I really can't, I'm trying to get more. I know I could just go grab one, but anyway. Okay. Okay, so now I would usually say it's time to pick one of these, one of our moisturizers, which is perfect, right? So we have matinee gel, performance, or moisture recovery. However, because of the lack of antioxidant that is on my face, I'll say that we can, in this instance, this is not normal, this is not what would be normal for me, we can add a little bit more oomph with performance cream or matinee gel moisturizer. There it is. Ms. B on it. Okay, if you have not tried matinee gel moisturizer yet, I'm gonna put it on my face, then we'll do a little show and tell. I'm doing 1.5 pumps. I know it's a weird amount. Again, it's because I'm just going off of basically what I had with the AOX. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about matinee gel, just in case. Look at that glow, like I love it, look at that glow. Okay, so matinee gel moisturizer, the first thing I always say about it, but I do feel like it's the most important, is we specifically called it a gel moisturizer as opposed to a gel cream because it does not have those creamy emulsifying ingredients. What it is a blend of water and humectants, water, glycerin, glycols, and soothing extracts, allantoin, green tea extract, pomegranate extract. Then it has really lightweight, antioxidant-rich plant oils. Prickly pear seed, evening primrose, sunflower, etc. They're combined with a gelling agent, which is what creates that hydrolipid combination. So it is, it's gonna slide down my hand, you can see. So it's this watery gel that feels like a burst of water on your skin, but then gives this finish of a really, really lightweight oil. So you get that beautiful glass skin glow, You get all the soothing and hydrating ingredients, all the emollient, antioxidant-rich ingredients from the plant oils. It's fragrance-free. It feels so good. It layers so good. It's great as a standalone moisturizer for an oily skin, but for somebody that is more dry, dehydrated, sensitive, you're gonna love this as a layering step because it gives you that beautiful glow. It gives you that hydration. It gives you that moisture, but it wears so beautifully under any of our moisturizers or serums. So now, Ashley, we're still good. We're still hanging in because guess what? Because I used a little bit less antioxidant than I would, that's why I supplemented with Band-Aid gel and thought it was the perfect thing. So now we can go in with either the performance cream or moisture recovery cream. I feel like, Ashley, you've already said you would have done recovery, so we're going in. And honestly, outside of what I just did with Matinee Gel Moisturizer, if I had the proper amount of AOX today with how my skin stands, I would have absolutely done exactly this. A single cleanse with a good amount of aftershow using the skincare cloth. So I'm not over cleansing my skin. I haven't reapplied SPF today. I don't have any tinted moisturizer, any concealer on. It would be enough cleansing for my skin without exacerbating anything. On a slightly damp skin, I would have done Hydrate Facial Serum. Then I would have done AOX. Then I would have done Moisture Recovery. All of those around face and eye. Do you need all of that? No. Few reasons I'm using all of that and just the way my skin is. Fall and spring are big layering seasons for me. I do much less of this in winter and much less of this in summer. It's a little bit more cut and dry, but with the weather fluctuating, we have the air conditioner on in our bedroom, not in our living room. The temperature is just erratic. Humidity levels are erratic. There's lots of layering. And same thing's gonna happen with moisture recovery. So yes, it is a thicker, richer cream, but you're gonna see I'm gonna use much less than if we will be doing, but I'll do a YouTube live, let's say in December. I'll be using much more of this. It's gonna be much less right now. Okay, and a few things. I really warm moisture recovery cream up. It's rich in emollient. It's not gonna absorb into the fingertips or the palm of your hands. And then a little goes a long way. The spreadability is much better and you get much more bang for your buck. And honestly, after all of that, my skin, thank y'all, my skin feels so good. It feels hydrated, it has a beautiful glow. Yeah, the skin actually feels amazing right now. I see some questions. I need to put the glasses on to make sure I'm answering them actually properly. Oh, I would have done, yes. Okay, makes sense. Oh wait, there's some, oh shit. Where was that? Oh yes, AOX at night. Yes, so Kathy, AOX at night, excellent question. So this is not an either or. Yes, it's an antioxidant, so it's super important during the day. It's your insurance policy underneath your SPF, but this is so much more. So you have the 3% niacinamide, resveratrol, astaxanthin, fermented brown rice, broccoli seed oil, squalane, hibiscus extract, walnut extract, blue-green algae. You also have what I call the redness peptide. The peptide, while it's still hydrating and helping to bind water to the skin, it helps to take down visible redness in certain skin tones. Then you have that ingredient called L22, which creates a really happy, healthy lipid layer. So no harm, no foul. You could use this AM and PM every single day without irritation. It's not going to be the same thing as using a 10, 15, or 20% L-ascorbic acid. So you're not gonna have that tingling, that stinging. It is a powerful product though, so if you are somebody that has a sensitive or sensitized skin to some of the ingredients, it might be a once a day for you. You might prefer it in AM. I do this twice a day usually. It's exactly what my barrier needs. It's a perfect layering step for me. I love what it does for helping to even my tone, redness in my skin, um, helping with the appearance of pores with the niacinamide in there. It's just, this is my jam. But yeah, so I wanted to get to that question. Okay, do we want it? Oh my God, do we want it? Yes. If I don't warm up the recovery cream well enough, I get little beads of sweat on my nose after I use it. It's so strange. Probably because, I mean, this is not scientifically proven, but because it is such an emollient-rich, semi-occlusive cream on purpose, right? It is meant to reduce transepidermal water loss, trap that water in the skin, hydrate, plump, etc. With the skin, and maybe if you're like in a warmer climate, you're gonna get those like beads of sweat. I mean, it's sort of like trapping heat in the skin, if you will. So warming it up can help and soften it, spread it, so there's not necessarily like a Band-Aid more aggressively on one area of the skin or not. And now, as I'm saying that, I'm realizing a good tip and trick that I've talked about before. It is really simple, but it's something people, excuse me, often overlook and don't think about because it really isn't. You usually put the moisturizer in your hand and put it on your face. But when this came out, I started talking about it much more because there were people like, oh my God, I need this on my forehead and my cheeks, but I don't really need it so much on my nose, neck, chin, wherever. What I said to them was, if you really don't need it, of course, leave it off. Kate Somerville always said, she taught me, treat the skin like many little ecosystems. If you're extremely dry and irritated here, use a separate moisturizer. I understand that's not as fun. You're not taking a dollop of moisturizer and giving the skin a good massage and putting it all in one place. However, in terms of really treating the skin properly for exactly what you need, it is one of the best things you can do. Maybe you have an oil-free lightweight moisturizer, or maybe it's something like Matinee Gel, and we'll do that next live actually, is we can pick and choose again, but I'll do the mini ecosystems. Like, could have put the Matinee Gel moisturizer just through my oilier areas and put Moisture Recovery Cream everywhere else. Separately, if this area can take Moisture Recovery Cream, but you feel, and a lot of us do this. I mean, if you watch me or you watch this back, you will absolutely see, especially with my cleansing, as I put the product in my hand, I always apply it to the same place first. Sometimes that's a good thing, depending on what that area is going through. Other times, another area could have used it more. Inevitably, if we are doing it where we are putting it in our hands and applying it this way, apply it to the area that might not need it the most last. So again, just generally speaking, that might be the T-zone area. Pop a touch of this on. Last second, that. So it gets a light swipe of it. Like I said, I know it's really simple, but it's actually quite impactful. You will have less product on your hands going on those areas. So those areas will still get the product, get what it needs from it, but it's not going to have the amount. Now, totally different story if you apply it to the back of your hand and do a dab, do a dab, do a dab. You know, you've seen that too, where people just dab around. That's one way to do it. Whole different story. You can really be very specific that way. Do more dabs up here, less through here, blah, 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 blah. But those are easy, free, simple tricks that seem silly, but like I said, they're actually impactful because you're either doing the many little ecosystems of your skin, so you're giving each area of your skin exactly what it needs, or you're treating it all as a whole, but you're giving certain areas more product and other areas less product of the same product. I know, it seems silly, but I promise it's an easy trick. It's free. You already have the product. You're just doing it the way it is. I really can't believe how healthy and great my skin is after using these products for over a month now. Oh, I feel like I'm strong enough for retinol and can't wait for yours. Thank you. And an excellent, important point, because that is one thing I always did in the treatment room. People would come in, they wanted to be on a retinol, they wanted to be on an alpha hydroxy acid, whatever that was, toner, moisturizer, serum, etc. Sometimes the skin is just not primed and ready for that. And you could put somebody on that, but it really is going to be a lot of hand holding and a lot of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Don't love that. I'd rather get somebody's barrier like raring to go, a really great cleansing strategy where they've dialed it in AM and PM. They've dialed their SPF in AM. They have their serums, they have their moisturizers, they have, I consider our line the little black dress of skincare, your everyday elevated essentials, getting all of that in. And that is just your beautiful black bow tie on a gift. Skin is ready to go. Transepidermal water loss is under control. Skin is feeling plump and hydrated and even toned, and just you're not getting irritated from your SPF, you're not getting irritated from your moisturizer, your cleanser. And then you go in with a gentle retinol and you start it, 2 days a week for a month, 2 months, etc. And it is a long-term plan. However, the proof is in the pudding. And I say, so I'm sitting here saying this. I would like to be able to do that. I can't always do that, especially if we're working ahead, and sometimes we're working ahead. Like at this point, we're basically talking about products that would be launching in 2026, 2027, in terms of ideas, in terms of just looking at initial things. Because of that, I'm trialing different things, so I don't always have the ability to do that. However, my husband has the ability to do that and now can tolerate a really great gentle retinol 7 days a week. No peeling, no redness, no irritation, just super happy, healthy, strong, resilient, glowing skin. Great SPF usage. His skin is the best it's been in years. Very simple, very straightforward routine. It is possible. It's results over time, not overnight. And it's also not expecting a miracle, right? If you have deep wrinkles, it's not going to help that. If you have loss of volume, it's not going to help that. If you have dark circles or discoloration, it's not going to help that. It doesn't mean skincare is a scam. I see that. We've all seen that over and over again. I know all of us sitting here today know that that is not true. Just consistency, the correct products for your skin type and skin condition, and then just doing things slow and steady. It is always going to win the race. And I will talk about that until I'm blue in the face, because it really makes a difference. I've been somebody on both ends of the spectrum. I have tried to do the hair in the race and run and do the stronger acids and the stronger, and yes, I'm supposed to be going through this. I'm supposed to be doing all this extreme purging, not understanding that purging was more like, well, not more like, it was a reaction to, I was going to say something more extreme, but I don't want to get into that, but just a ton of irritation in my skin. And it was my skin telling me like, hey, we're not liking this, or we're not liking this amount, or we're not liking this, whatever that is. And then finding that out. And then when you go into the tortoise aspect, slow and steady, hydrated, strong skin, using actives, but using them more infrequently, but consistently, or lower strengths, and building up slowly and steadily. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. The Matte Gel Moisturizer has been amazing for my dry, dehydrated skin. Find I'm using it. A lovely thick serum step, and finishing with the Moisture Recovery Cream has helped so much. I love the MGM. I'm telling y'all. This, we'll be talking much more about these two in the months to come. Performance Cream and Matte Gel Moisturizer. Unbelievable moisturizers, why I created them. But now, seeing them shine as layering steps underneath Moisture Recovery Cream, underneath your SPF, underneath or on top of Antioxidant Treatment Emulsion or Hydrate Facial Serum. I'm holding up 5 products right now. I will probably drop all of them. So you wouldn't do this, right? Like, well, I mean, you could. But there would not be a need to do this, layering all of these together. However, these all can work together. Like I said, I put the little situation out in the beginning. With all of these here, we wouldn't finish with Hydrate Facial Serum, and separately we wouldn't start with Moisture Recovery Cream. Outside of that, you can sort of move around however you prefer. It's going to get to exactly where it needs to get to in the skin. There's no contraindications. There's nothing that's going to interact, stop other ingredients from working, irritate your skin, etc. So play around with it, have fun with the amounts, have fun. Be smart about the amounts. But like I said, I did the Matinee Gel Moisturizer as a little extra oomph because I only got a teeny bit out of the antioxidant and I just did a teeny bit of the Matinee Gel Moisturizer. Wouldn't necessarily need to do that, but now my skin feels and I think looks really good. And especially after getting the vaccines today, I feel like I might need a little TLC tonight, so I might wake up and my skin actually might be thanking me from that. So, and also thank you for choosing those things. Little black dress of skincare, perfect. Thank you. This is why I trust your products, though. You really understand true sensitive and reactive skin from personal experience. So I'm somebody that didn't actually have sensitive or sensitized skin for the most part until I went to aesthetic school, which I know sounds bonkers, but in aesthetic school, you have to trial things on each other. So I was getting peels 3 times a week. Shouldn't be a thing. Then after that, in creating products, I was constantly creating things, and my skin is now a reactive, sensitive skin. We all, over the years, will become a little bit more sensitive, right? We're in this world full of pollution and gunk and using all these different things. Some work, some don't. Overdo it with acids one day, overdo it with red. Like, skin will, over time, become sensitive. It just sort of is the name of the game. However, there are ways to absolutely keep it in a very great, structured, happy, healthy way, and this is one of those ways. From someone who lives in Canada, excuse me, and has horrible cold winters that mess up skin instantly, all your products work amazing at keeping my skin happy and healthy and don't have to worry about getting those red, dry patches from the cold anymore. That makes me very happy, obviously. But I had heard those stories, and when I lived in Seattle previously, I lived in Seattle from 1999 to 2020, for 21 years, my skin was quite even there. So I would get some dryness, but it was very it happened for a week in December and 2 weeks in January, and that was sort of it. I forgot, also I lived here as a teenager in New York City, how extreme the winters can be here. The heat here is the radiator heat. We can't control it. It's set by the building. Lots of limitations, which that's a whole nother topic that I've talked about in my lives already, which I learned about it during the pandemic, that they invented it that way during the Spanish flu because the temperatures were so hot inside with the heat and you couldn't control it. It was on purpose to have people open the window to get ventilation in. Great article. I'll share it sometime. Insane article, but anyway, now firsthand again, I know that painful red dryness, and it took me too long to get this out after I experienced that when I moved back to New York because I was here in September 2020 and this didn't come out till a year and a half later in February 2022. But I'm so thankful for this and everything else. But talking about that, this baby is okay. I'm about to sign off, but I feel like do not leave because we said we would maybe do a giveaway. The thing is, what I want to give away is only, what should we give away? I think we still have, we'll do another, I think there's 1 or 2 large hydrate serums out there currently. If you haven't seen them, it's a 32-ounce bottle of Hydrate Facial Serum. I know. But I need to come up with a hard question. We had negative 35 Celsius here in Alberta a few days last year, and I slathered my face in that. Oh my God. I can't do the conversion that quick, but I don't know that negative 35 Celsius is extremely freaking cold. Okay, what question should we do? Oh, okay, perfect. What year should I do a month too? I'm gonna do month and year. What month and year do I know the month and year? I do. What month and year did the Performance Cream launch? Month and year did the Performance Cream launch? First person that gets it that comes up for me will get a big, large bottle of Hydrate Facial Serum. I feel like we might have to go through a few months and years. I know it's a pain in the ass question, but I want it to make it hard. Nada, you made it. How we doing? Okay, so what's not October 2021, not March 2019? I think the answer might surprise you, actually. Not in this matte tube, obviously. It was in, you know, the older glossy tube. I'll be interested to see who gets it. Not January 2022, not July 2023, not February 2020. Keep guessing. You can keep guessing. You don't have just one guess. Keep guessing. April 2020. No, no. But this is going to be good. Not August 2023. I would give a clue, but I don't want to give a clue. Not September 2019, not October 2018. So it's older. This is the clue. It is older than all of those dates. Believe it or not. Nope, nope. 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 We're getting close. We're getting close with some of these, but nope, nope, nope. We're getting very close with some of them. Nope. Mm-mm. I like that we're just doing dates out. See, I feel like this was a good question. Okay, now we need to push more recent from the answers the last handful of answers I'm seeing. It actually came out, if any of you were around, it came out the same day. Oh, we're getting somebody got real close. Somebody got real close. Somebody got real close. It came out the same day. KNH, you won. KNH got it, September 2017. Oh, Saber, you were right under the gun. I'm gonna get both your informations. We'll take care of both of you. It might not be the same price, but KNH, you're gonna for sure get the large Hydrate Facial Serum. But both of you, or either one of you, email me. It'll be easier if you email me. Email me at info, I-N-F-O, at jordansamuelskin.com, please. And we'll get you hooked up with your throwback. And we're about to go into our 11th anniversary in a few weeks. So, performance cream. And if any of you remember the after show balm cleanser, different than the treatment cleanser. It was a balm cleanser in a jar. It smelled like cucumber. Both of those launched on the same day in late September 2017. I know, I'm sorry, that was a pain in the ass question, but I wanted something that was tricky enough, but I feel like that we could get there all together. But both of you, please email me. Thank you. And the balm cleanser sort of, with anything that I've talked about before, I know it's not like a fun topic to talk about, but I adore the balm cleanser. So many of you adore the balm cleanser. Once after show treatment cleanser for sensitive skin came out, which was after. So again, the balm cleanser was September 2017. This came out November 2018. Yes, November 2018. And just completely overtook the balm cleanser. And it was one of those things, like we still are a small brand. At the time, we were a very small brand. And we couldn't have two cleansers that were sort of competing for the same space with the minimums we have to do with the manufacturer. So that sort of happened. But anyway, I don't know why I don't do these YouTube lives more often. It's the same thing on my phone. Like, it's so silly. Anyway, I still love being here. I love these lives. whether on Instagram, some on TikTok, or here. We need to do these more often. But I will say, we get the special prizes here. They might be less often, but we get the special prizes here. But both of you, please email me. I'm gonna save this. I think I can save it. I can save it, right? I'll share it on Instagram as well. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely Friday evening. If it is your weekend, have an unbelievable weekend. If anybody's watching from Australia, happy Saturday. Thank you all so much. It is crazy time out there for small businesses, but like your support and word of mouth means the world to me. I know I say it all the time. It's because I mean it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm an old fuddy-duddy and love YouTube. I love YouTube. Thank you all. Oh yes, from Oz. Perfect, Miss B. Thank you. I hope you all have a lovely evening, a lovely morning, a lovely day, wherever you are in this crazy world. Enjoy the weekend if you get it. If not, enjoy your weekend when you get it. And I'll be sharing. It's going to be up in 2 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. But thank you all so much for watching. And until next time.